What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another morning of Fast 3 for you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic morning, and what turned out to be quite supposedly a nonchalant Wednesday came out with quite a few updates, actually, which is actually really surprising from my part. First and foremost, let's quickly jump in game here and have a look. So in case you guys missed it, Malekith is in game. So yeah, like I said, he looks really cool. I'll be very excited to get him unlocked here when he is available free to play. But of course as well, they didn't really specify. Um, I guess they didn't really say why or anything like that. But yeah, he was supposedly supposed to come to the game on Friday, and I guess they decided to bump him up a few days. So back to 0 days since incident, and that's okay. You know what? That's okay. With his initial with his initial release into the game, that means he also had his little Malekith surge, and it works out great because now you can kind of double dip a little bit with Malekith, and you can double dip a little bit with Executioner, since the Executioner also has this event going right now. And yeah, you know what? This will be great because there's always golden trading materials, right? So this is good. Now you can kind of double dip a little bit. It was going to be similar inputs as well with just energy, and you can kind of double dip with the world. Save the world milestones as well. So pretty cool stuff there. And yeah, for sure, I know. Similar offers, same sort of thing here. You got to buy him. He's gonna get his milestones, and then you can get 3 or 4 on him. And then, of course, don't forget while he is in game right now to make sure you get his red stars while he's in here before he's gone. So that's the first point. Second point, in case you guys may have missed it, we also have the red star promotions for Odin. So this is one we were anticipating. We just didn't know when. I kind of guessed Wednesday, and of course as well, I thought, hey, they always kind of slap this on the Wednesday or the Thursday. So it worked out great. It worked out great because now you can use dark promotion credits, and it does look like he's going to be in the slot where the mythic is. So again, this is kind of where the, I think for me, there's always one little slot here for the mythic sections, and I think it's usually one of these spots on the top here. So if you have your Odin under 7, he should pop up now. So that's great. I think that's going to be good for a lot of people that don't have his stats just quite yet. So that actually works out great for a lot of people there. So just make sure you guys can get him up there. Yeah, Odin's awesome, and it's great that he can, you can get him up to 7 red, because a lot of people are sitting on diamonds on him, and they can't really get him to the 1 diamond or 2 or higher because they need the reds on him. So this is really great. This is actually from a, qualitative of life standpoint. This is gonna quality of life. This is gonna be really great stuff for people, and especially because I'm sitting on so much dark promotion credits. I wish I could use it. I may just use it on Shadow King, but I'm like slowly just waiting. Just waiting for maybe Professor X or something. Oh, no, that's the other one with dark promotion credits. Sorry, that's the dark diamonds. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I'm slowly hoping and waiting still. Maybe they'll get Professor X or something in there. So we'll see how that goes when he does. So just make sure you guys have it handy when he does pop up, and you guys should be able to get him there. Okay, and I will just go into the blog here in case you guys might have missed it. They did drop evening blog here, which basically has the Silver Surfer Breaker event, which is going to be coming here on Monday, May the 4th. Happy Star Wars Day, all that good stuff. And again, it looks like you'll be able to have 2 weeks to battle through this event to get his shards, and of course as well to earn some red stars on him as well. And I think what I'll do here is I'm going to spend just a bit of time here just talking about the difficulties. So it looks like they're changing up the format of this, and they revamped it a little bit, and it looks like there's going to be 4 difficulties in terms of the unlock. And I don't want people getting freaked out or anything like that, but we're just going to do a quick PSA, which is a public service announcement on this, and which is they are allowing at least difficulty 1 with no requirements. So this could very well be okay, and we may be able to get some decent stars on him just from using our regular characters that we've normally used, like Brimstone, Fantastic Four. And then difficulty 2, they vamped up the ante a little bit by adding in some of the hero, non-mutant legendaries, mutant and bio. So again, not too many issues there because we can use, some of our other teams like Fantastic Four as heroes, non-legendary or best buddies. So we already had best buddies geared up from the from the anniversary event, and of course as well mutant. So there's a couple of the best buddies in the mutant one, and you can kind of throw in Old Man Logan or Shadow King or whatever as well, and then bio, of course, you can stick with Fantastic Four and Annihilators. So shouldn't be too hard. Difficulty 3 is where it starts getting a little bit more, I would say, more of a crunch, right? Because now they are introducing the Daring Warriors and the Shadow Conclave, right? No one's got Shadow Conclave or Storm Mighty, right? So that you might as well just X that off. If you do have Shadow Conclave, then obviously you are in a very special category, right? Because right now the Shadow Conclave, they are only available basically to the wallet spenders, and at least for us, anyways, we haven't spent any money on the game in a little bit, so yeah, we're kind of limited to what we can do there. So it looks like it will be Daring Warriors for the free to play if you guys are if you guys are free to play or minimal spenders. So Daring Warriors is also kind of a picky one, because to get Daring Warriors you also need 2 other teams, right? To get Eclipse, at least you need Winter Guard / Champions, and then of course as well the other Daring Warriors, you can farm them in game here, but yeah, you're gonna need to use your fractals then. So I wouldn't get too worried right now, but if you have spare fractals kicking around, you can start purchasing Speedball and Night Thrasher. That's fine. That's gonna coincide nicely if you want Maestro as well. So either way, it's not, you're double dipping there for a bit. And then of course, I think what's interesting here is the symbiote in Mission 5. We did build some of ours up for the Best Buddies event on my baby account, but on my main account, they've been neglected a little bit. So I am very interested to see if we need to build them up at all, because with Gore and with Null, those are 2 characters that are going to be key for the symbiote team, and they're pretty built up. So maybe we're okay there, but we'll have to test and we'll have to wait and see what comes on Monday. But yeah, just again, if you guys are thinking about leveling some of these guys up, I wouldn't get too worked up just yet, at least until we see what it says on the blog as well on Friday. Because yeah, this may not, this may change, or maybe they'll hear feedback from players and they may kind of tweak it a little bit. Because yeah, everything on the blog is always subject to change, right? But yeah, Daring Warriors, it isn't just Daring Warriors, right? You need champions and you need Winter Guard, right, in order to get Eclipse fully powered up, right? I think actually if you have a fully sized Winter Guard team, you still need the champions, right, at a certain portion to get to stars, right? Even if you have level 110 Winter Guards, you still need champions at a certain point, just because of how they've inputted the unlock for Eclipse. And it does actually make a lot of sense now why they've extended our event, because if people didn't have Eclipse, they wouldn't be able to access this event, right? So now it's making a lot of sense why they did that now. So I thought they were just being nice, and now I'm starting to see that there was an agenda behind it. So yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But other than that, guys, I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty cool here if we can, obviously take advantage of this new game mode that's coming. Good content and great new content is always appreciated, so I will take what we can get here. And again, 10 missions, 4 difficulties, and yeah, you can, have trade restrictions and all that other stuff. So very well, if we max everything on difficulty 2, who knows, right? Maybe we can get a good chunk of shards on him as well. And remember, this event's gonna run every month for 2 weeks. So it'll be on May, June, and July, right? I think every chapter is 3-month section chunks, just very similar to the Annihilus Saga. So lots of time to think about it, lots of time to kind of prepare. And even if the first month is a bit of a doozy, we still got 2 more months afterwards. So I don't know if I would worry too much right now, but just kind of get your planning underway and get it under, kind of keep it on the back burner for now and see what happens then. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Thursday. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your morning. And if you guys have time later, please tune in. Me and Rage, we're going to do a live thing at about 11 o'clock here, Mountain Time, 10 o'clock the Pacific, if you guys want the Pacific time. And yeah, you guys can drop in, have any questions, or you just want to come and watch and, get some popcorn, that's fine as well. But otherwise, yeah, the video will be recorded, and once we're done, and I think it goes on to YouTube or something live, right? I'm not really sure how those work, but we'll see how it goes here. Other than that, guys, I just want to say thank you again for tuning in. Always appreciate your time, and I will see you guys later.